Hello everyone, my name is Davan Perez from SymFinTek, and in today's video we're going to talk about the payment process inside the Commissions Conductor for Acumatica. In our last video we covered the accrual process, okay? That is a process where you are able to register your commission expenses, okay? In your financial bookings. So the liability of the commission expense is going to be recorded into an accrual account. Said so, every time that you pay the commissions gets subtracted from the accrual provision that has been recorded at the time of running the accrual process. The accrual process is not mandatory. You can calculate the commissions and jump directly into the payment process. Nevertheless, in SymFinTek, we highly recommend going through the complete flow of the commissions and running the accruals before running the payment process in the Commissions Conductor. Now, before jumping into the payment process and the payment creation, I like to go over the commission details inquiry, okay, and talk about an important concept, okay. So the commission details is the most detailed view from a commissions conductor perspective, and we are using data from the first half of 2022. So we are going to filter the records to get that scope, okay. So, okay, great. So we are going to get all the invoice transactions for the first half of 2022. Okay, and over here we have our accruals commission amounts. So as you can see over here, the commission amount totalized this amount over here, and the accrual amount that we have performed, okay, cover exactly in the same amount. So the accrual amount by default, okay, because there is an exception that can be discussed in a particular video, is performed on the commission amount, on the total commission amount, in order to register the total commission expense, the provision of the commission expense, okay, assuming that the payment terms from a commissions perspective, okay, are fulfilled, okay. So assuming that the customer pays in full, the accrual amount is being performed by using the full commission amount in the system, okay. Then we have another column that is called unlocked commission amount, okay. So over here we have this amount that is barely below the total commission amount, and this means that there are some invoices over here that haven't met, okay, the conditions in order to review the locked commission amount, okay. So to refresh the setup that we have in the system, the payment terms for our commissions are sales booking, okay. For the bonuses, nevertheless, we have most of them with the condition of sales fully paid over here, okay. So we have a bunch, okay, of invoices that are going to be paid or where commissions are going to be paid, okay, at the time invoice is being fully paid by the customer, okay. So over here we have the discrepancy that we have saw earlier, okay. So we have this amount of money where we have invoices that haven't been fully paid, okay. And how do we filter that, okay? So when an invoice is not fully paid, okay, it has a potential amount, okay. So at this point we have several invoices that haven't have the payment condition terms fulfilled, okay, and that is reflected under the potential amount. At the time an invoice is fully paid, okay, then the effective commission amount is going to get, let me see, it's descending, okay? It's going to get increased, and the potential amount is going to get decreased, okay? So right now you can see how the money has flowed from the potential into the effective commission amount, okay? In order to validate this, okay, we can go into the invoice. At the invoice level, we can see how this invoice has been fully paid and should be in a closed status, okay? So the status is closed, the balance is 0, and over here we have an application for the total amount of the invoice, okay? And with this is the payment date that is in June, okay? And that payment date is the date used, okay, over here as the effective date, okay? So we have invoices that have been fully paid, and over here the effective date reflects when the condition has been fulfilled in order to get the money passed from the potential into the effective, okay? So said so, the commission process is based on the effective date, okay? So basically at the time of running a payment, we are going to select a date, okay, that is going to inspect for the effective date of a record. So in our case, we are going to pay, as we did in the accrual, the first half of 2022, okay? So we are going to look for all the invoices that are going to be available for payment at this point of the history, okay? So we have this amount of money that we are going to pay we have over here invoices that are, we can clear this out, okay? So over here we have all the invoices that are effective, okay, up to this date over here, okay? So now we're going to see how the money is going to get, or is going to flow from the effective bucket into the commission amount paid bucket, okay? So great. So let's create a payment document. The best way to create a payment document, we have two different ways, okay? The manual one is to get into the commission payout and to create another document, just as we did in the accrual. Nevertheless, we have added into the processing screen a new way to prepare the payments. We can prepare the payments by incentives, by sales agents, okay, or by roles over here, okay. The process that is commonly used is preparing the commissions by incentives, okay, where we have to fill a header that looks similar to the accrual process, and over here we are going to we need to select a payment date that is going to be the payment that is going to be the payment, the date that's going to be used to create the journal transaction, okay, or the bill, depending on the payment type selected. If we select check is going to create a bill for the external or the outside sales reps. If you need to create or you use an external payroll provider, then at the time of selecting payroll, this is going to create a journal transaction document that is going to use this date, okay? And it's going to use this post period at the time of releasing the commission payment document. Now we need to write a reference. So we are going to write over here 2022 first half, okay? And over here we need to select the cutoff date as well for June 2022. The last day, the notice status, we already covered that in the accrual. Records can be active or inactive, so we recommend to leave it as default to all kind of notice statuses. And then we are going to leave the positive financials as turned on, okay? And we are going to execute these automations at the time of releasing the commission payment document, okay? And from here, we are going to hit on the processor that is going to select all the records from the grid, and it's going to prepare a payment document, okay? So the idea with this is that you go into this processing screen, and maybe you can schedule to run this process with a frequency that you want, on a date that you desire, okay? And at that point to get the document already prepared in order to be inspected in some point of your daily workflow, okay? At this point, we are processing a payment for 6 months. This is going to take a couple of minutes, okay? And in the meantime, let me remind you, okay, that these are the amounts that we are expecting, okay? So we are expecting this amount of money to get paid, okay? Because the system has been configured over here, okay? With a cutoff date of the first half of 2022, the same filter that we put over here. Let me clear this all. No, this is not the amount of money. We are expecting to get paid this amount of money. I'm sorry, okay? I had a filter for the earnings open condition. But we are expecting to get this amount of money because the effective date has been filtered for this date, okay? And we are going to see how the money at the time of releasing the payment is going to fluctuate from here into the commission amount paid bucket, okay? So let's see over here, it's almost done. Let's wait a second more. It's going to get done in a brief, okay? So this is our target, okay? The commission amount. And then we are going to see how this effective amount is going to get passed into the commission amount paid. So, okay, this has completed. So the next step is to open the process, okay? And over here we can see the payment ref number that have been created. So let's open it, okay? Okay, nice. So from here, let's see this screen over here. This amount, 2,266,000, okay? And over here what we have, 2,266,000, okay? So it's the same amount of money. We can open this screen from here, or if we want to make it the main one, okay, not in an external window or a pop-up, we can go into the commission payouts, and over here we can see the payment, okay? So from here we have a couple of things that could be interesting, okay? The first one is the fact that the commission payout that have been created, okay, using the filters that we have specified in the processing screen, okay? So the header are the same. Then under the commission payout details, we have records grouped by person, okay? So we have this person for this financial period that has been selected over here has earned this amount of money, okay? Have reported these adjustments, okay? So the first thing that we need to understand is that the earned commission amount, okay, or the period earned commission amount are the positive commissions. And then the period adjustment commission amounts are the negative commissions. And at this point, we don't have negative commissions, okay? And then we have a payout deduction percentage. The payout deduction percentage affects the negative commission amounts. So at this point, we are telling to the system to apply the 100% of the negative commission amount. This can be manipulated, okay, and we can change the percentage on the negative commission that we want to apply to the people, okay. This information can be configured, okay, under the sales agent management screen under the default payout deduction percentage. So we have a field over here where you can set the default values, okay. Then we have the period net, that is the earned commission amounts minus the period adjustment commission amounts by adding the payout deduction percentage over here, okay? Then we have the effective commission amount. The effective commission amount is the amount of money that is going to be paid, okay? Right here is happening something interesting, okay, that I'm going to discuss in a little bit with you. But first of all, let me introduce you, or let's see, or let's inspect, okay, the other records. These records over here, the net is equal to the effective payment amount, okay? So that amount of money is the same, okay? And these columns over here are important because they are going to manipulate, or they are going to support the draw transactions, okay? So let's get back into this first row over here. This person, okay, already had a transaction, okay, in the system for this amount of money over here, okay. Under the commission preferences, okay, we have an option that allows the transactions, the effective payment source, okay, to approximate balance to 0, okay. So getting back into the commission payout, this person over here had a before commission balance of this amount of money, okay, and at this point the system is trying to adjust the effective commission amount so that, okay, you pay less in order to get the balance at 0 after you release the commission payout, okay. So this is going to support the draws. The draws, it can be money that can be paid on advance. For instance, assuming that I want to pay this person more because this person requested more money for this particular period for some reason that could happen, okay? So I can manually override the effective payout amount, okay? And now this is going to, for the period, to get a turnover of minus $1,000, okay? So before the commission balance was 0, now we have a turnover of this amount of money, and then after I release the payout, this is going to be the commission balance, okay? And over here, this person already had a commission balance that was negative, okay? And now, because of the configuration that I just showed you, okay, over here, the balance is tried to get approximated to 0. Then we have the actual period values that is going to prevent the effective payout amount to use the before commission balance in order to be displayed, okay, or set. So in this example over here, we are looking now at the company, or the scenario where the company is paying more money than the money earned in a period for a person, okay, to a person. But then there is a scenario where I can decide to do not pay the total commission amount because, I don't know, there is some money that is under dispute, review, and the person has requested to hold on some money for a posterior payment in the future or something like that, okay? But the thing over here is that the balance over here is positive for the person, okay? And then the balance is going to be positive for the person. That means that in a future payment, despite of a person getting a period net, the company can pay him up to this amount of money without incurring in another turnover amount for the after commission balance. So we're going to get this into the defaults. Okay, so a brief summary: we have the people, okay, listed over here that have been related to transactions up to this date over here. Remember that these dates are inspected by using an effective date. The effective date in our case is the date when the invoice got closed, okay, or got fully paid, and that is the reason, okay, we have this amount of money over here. That is this sum of money over here, okay. But if I remove this filter and I inspect only the transaction dates, the accrual amount is bigger, okay, than the payment amount, and that is because there are some invoices that has been accrued, that has been effective, okay, later than this first half of 2022. So you might be questioning or wondering where are the commission transactions that support these records, right? So if you get into these three dots and you go into the manage payout details, okay, screen, you can see the individual transactions, okay, that have been aggregated for each person, okay. Then, as we had in the accrual process, you can remove record from here, and then this area is going to be refreshed on the left, okay. You have the same tabs for summaries. So, for instance, Alberto had this amount of money, 99,360.8.14. Okay, the same one over here. Eric had 88,971. Okay, let me see. Eric 88,971. Okay, so basically over here we have the aggregations by role, by incentive, and by person. Okay, and all this data from here is being summarized. Okay, in single records that can be manipulated from an effective payout amount that you're going to pay, so that, okay, you can support draws transactions. So let's release this document and let's inspect the journal transaction entry, okay? So as I mentioned to you, the payroll payment type is going to create a journal transaction entry that is going to subtract the money from the accrual account into a payroll clearing account. So let's inspect that. So now in our past video, we credited our accrual amount and we debited our commission expenses account. Now this is happening. What is happening is the opposite. Okay, the commission accrual, okay, is being debited, and the commissions payroll accrual or the commissions clearing account is getting credited. Okay, the payroll account is also known as clearing account because when releasing this document and you run the your payroll process, your external payroll process outside Acumatica, you should clear this account and get this account to be 0, okay? Because in this account over here basically lies the amount of money, the total amount of money you are going to pay for this particular period, okay, in commissions. And then you can see over here the different transactions that are grouped by financial period, branch, account, sub-account, person, and incentive, okay? So And project and task, okay? The project and the task are also conditions that makes to forms the group, okay? So we have branch, account, sub-account, project, task, um, person, incentive, and financial period. Then we're going to look for transactions for Alberto, because I like to show you how the draws transactions are supported, okay? So basically what we're looking at over here are for something for the draws that should be over here, okay? So so far up to here, okay, we have transactions making the money flow from the accrual, okay, into payroll. It's accrual, payroll, accrual, payroll, accrual, payroll, okay, in this way. And then, okay, what we have is that we have a record, okay, for the draw that is going to debit, okay, the commissions draw balance, okay, and it's going to credit the payroll accrual account. So basically with this, we're going to give more money to Alberto, no, less money to Alberto than it was supposed to be, because Alberto already had a balance with the company, okay? And these transactions over here support that statement, okay? So this is how the draws are handled, okay? Then the draw balance can use a general account and a general sub account, but can also be particularly defined to each salesperson. So basically, under the account of the sales agent management, each person can have its own definition of the draw balance account and the draw balance sub account, such as the cost account, the accrual account, the payroll clearing account, and so on, okay? So in the Commissions Conductor, you can use general account to support transactions, or individual accounts to support transactions for each salesperson, okay? So great, so we have created a payment by using a processing screen, and now we need to notify our salespeople, okay, what we have paid them, okay? So for in order to do this, okay, salespeople has access to this commission payments inquiry. So basically, if they get into the commission payment inquiries and they inspect a payment transaction that is going to be listed univocally, or is going to be displayed by each salesperson by using the sales agent's generic inquiries, okay, they are going to get a similar view to this one. They are going to show you a brief, okay, of how what have been the payment amount and all the details, okay, of the commissions that have been paid, okay. So this is the generic inquiry for the commission payments and the commission payment details. Is more oriented to be a self-service inspection of the commissions received by a salesperson, okay? Then if we want to notify to the salespeople about the commissions that we have paid them, the typical scenario is to send a report, okay, via email, okay, by selecting a payment number and selected a person over here that can be Alberto Jimenez. Alberto, and running this report, and this is going to give all the details based on the payment, the person, the different documents, okay, the role and incentive being played by or being used for each document, okay, that is where Alberto was related. But we have added, okay, an additional tool for the people, okay, for the user of the Commissions Conductor, where you can print commission transactions, okay, massively. So you can print the summary or make the summary reports regarding to the commission payments, or you can print and send the by email, okay, the details report regarding to payments or accruals, okay. So we have saw the payment report, so now we are going to print the details, and this is going to create the specific report. Is going to run the report for all the people that are inside this document, and it's going to create a PDF, okay, that is going to be attached over here to this record, and then you can inspect them over here, okay, and then you can download it and send it over to your specific salesperson. So for instance, this report over here is for Eric, okay. Any other person, okay, is listed over here. So basically on all these files over here, each person is going to get a specific payment report. So this is for J. Parker. This is the detail of the commission, so you have the dimension of the item over here. Okay, over here you have the item being listed. If you want to generate the summary by using this process, you can do it as well. Okay. Just wait a second. Great. And let's open this. And now let's filter descending. So we have the summarize and the details. So we already open J. Parker. Let's open J. Parker again over here. Okay. So this is the summarized commissions, and you can see over here how, for instance, this doesn't have the dimension of the inventory. Nevertheless, it has a dimension of all the incentives that have been related to this particular invoice. So for this invoice, this person received an incentive for selling electronics. Then he gets an external quarter bonus, okay, an external yearly bonus, okay, but for the performance. So basically with this report over here, you are going to have a complete visualization of all the parts, okay, or all the factors that a person is receiving on a particular document, okay. And this can be easily generated by using the print commission transactions reports. And as I mentioned to you, you can use this make the summary functionality, and this is going to create a specific report for each person, and then it's going to use, okay, the information of the individuals from the employee. Over here the employee should have an email. The employee must have an email, okay, over here, and this email is the email that is going to be used to send the commission report, okay. So let's get back into the commissions flow dashboard, okay. Let's inspect, okay, the different areas over here, okay. So we have run the calculate commissions, run the accrual, run the payments. We inspect the accruals, commissions, and payments on the generic inquiries. It is true that we haven't inspected the money being passed from the effective into the commission amount paid. So let's refresh this over here, and now you can see how the money have been passed from the effective commission amount column into the commission amount paid, okay. So this is the final okay, a stage of a commission record is when a commission is it gets paid, okay. The only way where a commission or a commission record that has been fully paid can be used again for another transaction is when the status of the commission changes, okay. So right here, these are active records, okay. So we don't have inactive records, but assuming that a commission that has been paid um, gets inactive, okay, so that record can enter again into another commissions conductor transaction, okay. So over here you can see the terminal, the terminal active transition for a commission record that is a commission that has been fully paid because the unlocked commission amount has been 100% unlocked over here, so it's been paid. So uh, unless you inactive that record, okay, this record is going to persist in this way forever, okay. So now we can go again into the commissions flow. We have saw the generic inquiries, we have created reports, we have printed reports, and now let's see the dashboard. So if I open the commission dashboards, okay, okay, I can see over here the different tabs and graphs where I can see the performance, okay, of my sales agents team over here. Over here I have the total commission amounts, the potential in the commission amount. This is the amount of money that is pending to be unlocked, so it's not relevant in comparison with the effective commission amount. This is the commission amount paid. This is important to notice, okay, that the commission amount paid, okay, with the addition of the effective commission amount and the addition of the potential commission amount should match the total commission amount, okay. So we have effective commission amount that hasn't been paid because this effective commission has been unlocked in dates that are higher than the dates that we process in the system, okay. So if we process, I don't know, the second half of 2022 or the first half of 2023, this amount of money is going to start being reducted, okay, and it's going to start being translated or passed down into the commission amount paid bucket, okay. The potential commission amounts are invoices that haven't been fully paid, okay, that are under that condition, and you can inspect that invoices by clicking on this tile over here. You have charts of the commissions by period, the revenue by period, the commissions by incentive and period over here. You can see by each incentive which are the different by each period, okay, which are the different incentive and how they are performing, okay. The same by person and period, which are the customers that have generated more commissions. We have a bartender, ABC Studios, then we have the item classes. So the food is the most relevant from a commissions perspective. Then we have consumer 100. We have others aggregated over here, electronic components. We have our top sellers over here listed, okay. If Tip Charge is performing or selling this amount of money, and it looks like exactly if Tip Charge for 2024 is leading the chart. For 2023, okay, if Tip Charge lead the chart again, okay, with this amount of money sold, okay. So from here you have a management control center in order to quickly notice some kind of that can visually looks like not good, okay, or are liars or something like that, okay. And this is the graphical view of the commissions inside the commissions conductor. You can modify this dashboard and create a new one and extend this one, okay. You remove things if you want to, okay, because this is supported by the dashboard engine from Acumatica, okay. So with this, this concludes the final step in the commissions conductor flow, okay. Thank you for watching all the series. In other videos, okay, I will be covering different scenarios as inactivating records, changing the commission settings, making transactions with different splits, okay, using particular ways to automate how the people is going to receive commissions by using assignment maps and so on, okay. But we have coming into an end of the commissions conductor flow. We started by covering the person, the role, and incentive entities, okay, and now we have completed our first payment in the commissions conductor for Acumatica by SymFinTek. Thank you very much for being there, okay, watching these videos, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.